Let's be forthright. Life possesses a subtle manner of unveiling truths if I am willing to observe attentively. Individuals consistently demonstrate their true nature, not through their words, but via their actions, particularly when they believe themselves unobserved. The reality is, ill-intentioned men don't arrive sporting obvious markers or flashing warning signals. No, they frequently appear as those offering warm smiles, holding doors, uttering all the appropriate phrases. They instill a sense of security until one day that feeling evaporates. And by then, occasionally, the harm is already inflicted. But not this instance. Today, I intend to uncover 7 signs that reveal precisely who they are long before they gain sufficient proximity to cause harm. These involve the minor details, the subtle shifts, the moments prompting pause and the thought, something isn't quite right, and trusting that intuition renders me stronger, wiser, and ultimately free. Because the Stoics articulated it best, we cannot control the actions of others, but we can choose who we allow into our lives. This isn't about fostering fear. It's about cultivating clarity, about safeguarding my peace as the treasure it represents. So stay with me. Let's navigate this path together. I'll illustrate the signs, and I'll never need to second-guess myself again. Sign 1. They manipulate with kindness. One of the most perilous characteristics of a detrimental man is the initial kindness he often displays. I recognize the type, arriving punctually, offering his jacket in cold weather, remembering my favorite book, surprising me with small, thoughtful gestures. It's disarming. Feels pleasant, doesn't it? We all inherently wish to believe in the best aspects of people, especially when they seemingly exert extra effort to make us feel acknowledged. But a distinction exists between genuine kindness and calculated charm, and here lies the difficult truth. Not all kindness originates from a positive source. When kindness serves as a tool, it isn't genuinely about me, it's about control. It involves creating an indebtedness, even if unspoken. Once they perceive entanglement, believe investment secured, they tighten their hold, offer less, demand more, expect continued gratitude throughout the descent. That isn't generosity. It's a transaction I never consented to. I recall an old neighbor, let's call him Richard. Barely a month after moving in, he arrived with homemade cookies, seemingly harmless. Over subsequent weeks, offered lawn mowing, tool lending, even fixed a loose gate unprompted. My wife considered him the kindest person encountered since relocating. I wanted to believe likewise. But over time, dynamics shifted. Refusing his help resulted in distance, coldness. Alternative plans upon his invitation prompted complaints about noisy children or subtle criticisms regarding neighborliness. It dawned. His kindness wasn't freely given. It carried conditions. Thin, almost imperceptible strings, yet strings nonetheless. This mirrors Stoic teachings regarding flattery, favors. Marcus Aurelius warned against those employing charm as facade, stating, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If actions root in manipulation, eventually revealed, but only with attentive observation. Stoicism advocates not cynicism but clear-sightedness, seeing people as they are, not wished. Requires observing reactions to refusal. What happens upon boundary setting? Good man respects. Bad man punishes, sometimes subtly, sometimes overtly. Solution: avoid being solely dazzled by kindness acts. Anyone opens door. Anyone remembers favorite song. True character manifests treatment when nothing gained. As Epictetus said, seek not the good in external things. Seek it in yourselves. Trust gut. Feeling off indicates probable issue. Need no boundary explanation. Instinct defense. Just honor them. Something learned painfully. Slowly. Kindness should feel light, not heavy. Bring freedom, not obligation. Right people give without scorekeeping. Wrong maintain ledger expecting repayment. Sign 2. They never take responsibility. Quiet danger resides person refusing responsibility actions. Initially appears harmless habit. Blaming traffic tardiness, weather bad mood, others' own mistakes. Listen carefully. Notice pattern over time. Never fault, never cause. Life happens to them. Simply unlucky passenger, never driver. Hallmark bad man. Blame without reflection. Failed career? Corrupt company. Broken relationships? Never understood. Anger? Pushed too far. Listen long enough, hear same song. Always ends someone else carrying choice burden. Psychologically, type man often deeply insecure. Admitting fault feels weakness. Builds excuse wall, protect fragile self-sense. But Stoic philosophy teaches differently. Seneca said, "The first sign of wisdom is to admit your own faults. No strength without accountability. No wisdom without reflection." Man unable say I was wrong, trapped cycle own making. People around, often trapped too. Become one smoothing things over, fixing messes, justifying behavior others. Carry his guilt while walks on never feeling weight. Longer stay orbit, more find self-pulled blame game, losing self-pieces process. Stoics remind focus within control, deciding who allow lives won those things. Person blaming everyone else, not someone grow alongside, not someone support life difficult. Real responsibility needed. Love, family, friendship, not there. Never learned responsible self. Find self-company, someone avoiding accountability, all costs. Step back. Watch handle mistakes, even small ones. Apologize, reflect, or point fingers, deflect blame. Answer tells everything need know. Good man doesn't fear responsibility. Understands human flawed grow admit. Man looks self-clearly, own faults, someone trusted, someone weather life's storms with. But if cannot, peace depends stepping away. Responsibility character foundation, without nothing solid stand on. Sign 3. They wear a mask of charm. Interesting fact. Studies show average person forms impression someone within 7 seconds meeting. 7 seconds. All takes decide someone trustworthy, kind, respectable. Bad men know this. Count on it. Charm sharpest tool, finely tuned, ready work moment, shake hand. Bad man often presents most agreeable person room. Laugh warm, eye contact steady. Compliments flow easily. Surface seems almost magnetic energy drawing people in. Knows exactly what say, how say, when say, but stay around long enough. Pay attention. Thinks no one is. Start notice cracks mask. Charm not rooted sincerity. Strategy costume wears knows how much we human beings long connection, kindness. One simple way test true nature man like this. Watch how treats those believes no use him. Cashier grocery store, hotel maid, driver front moving too slowly. Offer same grace gave first met. Or tone sharp, dismissive, worse, contemptuous. Bad man's charm often selective. Reserved those benefit him. Means end, not expression who really is. Why Stoics so wary appearances? Epictetus warned, it is not what a man says, but what he does that reveals his character. Stoicism teaches not fooled what glitters surface. True virtue needs no applause, audience. Simply is. Mankind because his kind treat janitor, same respect gives CEO. Act justly, even no reward. But bad man, actions change stakes. Thrives recognition, admired. No one watching, nothing gain, charm fades. What remains often something cold, self-serving. Must learn see past mask, isn't becoming cynical, distrusting everyone meet. Developing clarity, kind Stoics prized. Instead impress charm, look consistency, person's behavior match words. Honor commitments, respectful spotlight off. These markers person real integrity. Truth anyone charming 7 seconds. Some manage 7 weeks. No one fake true character forever. Listen closely, watch carefully. See what's behind mask. When do, believe it. As Marcus Aurelius reminds, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Man's character always reveals self-time. Peace lies noticing early, acting accordingly. Sign 4. They lack empathy exists. Emptiness person cannot feel others. Not because unaware suffering, because simply don't care. Lack empathy isn't always loud. Sometimes quiet. Wears polite smile, nod while inside nothing. Bad man may listen pain without ever truly hearing. Offer words sound comfort, no weight behind, no warmth. Might change subject quickly, wonder if even spoke. Empathy isn't skill faked. Either there isn't, no need most. Bad man strangely absent those moments. Pain, distracted. Inconvenienced feelings, if something brushed off, corrected. Might offer shallow advice, worse, point out struggle doesn't compare his. Always way flip story back self. Doesn't listen, understand. Listens break conversation, turn attention back way. Once watched happen family gathering. Old friend sharing grief, losing wife. Man beside, rather offering support, even silence. Immediately launched story recent golf game, how finally broke 80. Wasn't just tone deaf, cruel. Whether realized not, made someone else's deepest pain disappear under weight own trivial concerns. That's how man without empathy moves through world. Can't bear witness anything doesn't feed own needs. Empathy requires effort, patience, soft heart. Qualities long ago traded control, comfort. Stoics understood deeply. Marcus Aurelius wrote, be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Didn't say, be kind if feel like it or if benefits you. Obligation, part living virtuous life. Recognize struggle others human. Ignore separate self-humanity entirely. Something else should understand here. Men lack empathy, often deeply insecure. Compassion demands vulnerability. Sit someone grief. Celebrate success without envy requires quiet strength. Man without empathy doesn't have strength. Armored self heavily against own pain no longer see yours. Avoids discomfort, feeling numbing self. Cost always paid those around. How protect self this? Pay attention. Watch someone react, share something raw, real. Pause. Ask how feeling. How help? Or steer conversation back selves, dismissing what matters. Moment tells everything. Stoicism isn't emotional detachment, clarity. Can't control another's capacity, compassion. Can choose who stand beside. Sometimes wisest path walk away, those refuse walk life's hardest moments. Man lacks empathy, only take, cannot give. Life, real life, depends mutual care, seen, feeling safe, bring whole self-table, not just parts easy. Bad man misses entirely. Stay long enough, make miss too. So mindful. Choose carefully. Stoics knew, not presence kindness defines person. Absence reveals truth. Sign 5. They fear change. One clearest signs. Bad man, fear change. Not just self, people around. Doesn't want grow. Certainly doesn't want me grow either. First glance might not seem fear, might sound concern. Say things seem caring surface. Underneath subtle chains designed hold place. Might tell no point learning something new, foolish take risks age. Satisfied what have because good enough. What really saying? Stay where can manage. Stay small so don't have feel uncomfortable own lack growth. Man fears change sees threat. Begin improve self. Taking class, starting business, even adopting healthier habits feels exposed. Growth forces look own stagnation, something rather avoid. Instead supporting efforts, resist. Try convince ambitions unnecessary, even silly. Subtly plant doubts worse, make feel guilty wanting something more. Because if grow might outgrow him. Greatest fear. Psychologically, kind resistance often stems insecurity. Bad man built world predictability, control. Finds comfort things staying same, even if things aren't working. Growth. Real, meaningful change requires effort, humility, willingness, admit more learn. Man fears change doesn't want to admit. Resist because deep down knows isn't ready. Make same commitment self. Rather take responsibility, tries hold others back. Stoic philosophy teaches change not only natural, but necessary. Life itself change. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change. Everything in nature evolves. Resist change, resist life itself. But bad man clings illusion permanence. Even world shifts around. Fight keep things are. Even means limiting people claims care about. Solution lies understanding cannot drag someone toward growth. Can't force another person embrace change no matter how much hope will. What can do continue own journey. Lead example. Stoics remind responsible own actions, not reactions others. Focus within control. Choices progress life. Not selfish outgrow someone refuses grow. Necessary. Growth requires space. Sometimes means leaving behind those determined stay stuck. Right people life celebrate change, even challenges them look own. Wrong ones try hold down, avoid facing selves. Change nature life. Resist suffer. Bad man chooses comfort, even kills potential. Wise person chooses growth, knowing only path becoming who meant be. Have choice. Make self, don't let anyone talk out it. Sign 6. They love control. Unsettling fact. Psychologists found controlling behavior. Relationships often start subtly most people don't recognize until already tangled. What looks care? Attention first often reveals later domination, possession. How bad man operates. Doesn't walk waving red flags. Wraps control concern, calling protection, responsibility, even love. But control disguised love still control. Stay long enough. Find self slowly surrendering parts life without even realizing. Control isn't always loud, aggressive. Can be quiet, calculated, delivered smile. Sound like, I just want what's best for you. Or, I worry when go out them. Underneath words lies different message. I don't trust you make own decisions. Bad man loves control, wants be one decides where, go, who see, how spend time, often what dreams allowed pursue. Longer allow, harder becomes recognize how much freedom handed over. Deep psychological insecurity, someone tries control others. Afraid unpredictability, not having upper hand. Need control often stems own fear, losing relevance, importance life. So rather face fear, tighten grip. Decide for me because makes feel safe. Gives power, but price always freedom. Stoics had no tolerance kind manipulation. Seneca wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself, and the man who seeks to master others has not yet mastered himself." True strength comes self-discipline, not domination over another person. Good man walks beside, not ahead pulling reins. When someone starts limit world, even guys care. Take notice. Control rarely begins iron fist, often starts small things. Choosing for instead with discouraging independence subtle ways. Making second-guess instincts. May begin feel explanations choices once came freely. Over time, start asking permission instead living partnership. Solution? Clarity, courage. Stoics remind freedom not negotiable. Not here live anyone else's terms, but own. Moment. Feel weight someone else's control. Time step back. Examine relationship honestly. Built trust or fear. Love or power. Man loves respect autonomy. Encourage independence because values freedom much his own. Man loves control, however. Slowly shrink world until no longer recognize self. Not love, leash. Life, true life, meant lived free. Choose always. Sign 7. They take pleasure in your pain. Something deeply unsettling person finds satisfaction struggles others. Bad man may not always laugh out loud hurting. But watch closely. Sense it. flicker satisfaction life knocks down. May mask behind concerned nod, forced sigh underneath all, feels just little taller, feeling small. Kind man doesn't just tolerate pain, feeds off it. Makes feel superior, powerful control. Nothing gives more comfort knowing not doing well. First, might appear supportive. Quick lend ear things falling apart, but only when falling apart. Minutes start pull self together. Life starts moving brighter direction, fades, maybe gets distant, maybe suddenly finds reasons criticize. Happiness unsettles because threatens balance worked hard maintain. Balance were beneath him. Once witnessed something sticks me day. Neighborhood barbecue. Two men chatting. One just bought used car proud of. Described it. Neighbor smiled, nodded, said all right things. As soon guy mentioned old car breaking down traffic last week, neighbor practically lit up, leaned in, laughing how embarrassing must been, even joking how people probably thought begging help side road. Could see enjoying moment little too much, if one humiliating experience gave permission feel superior rest afternoon. Then hit me. Wasn't friendly teasing, someone savoring another person's discomfort. Heart of it. Bad man takes pleasure, pain doesn't just lack empathy. Lacks basic decency, makes real relationships possible. Psychologically relies setbacks, elevate self. Fail, succeeds. Suffer, sleeps better. May never say loud, actions tell everything need know. Stoic's clear, kind person. Marcus Aurelius taught greatness isn't measured weakness, others' own self-mastery. Good person doesn't need lose order, feel like one. Lift with, stand beside things get hard, celebrate rise. Bad man only claps when knees, so what do? Walk away. Protect peace fiercely. As Epictetus said, flourishing life accordance nature. Nothing natural staying company, someone smiles suffering. Surround self those celebrate victories, not those quietly hope downfall. Why do these signs matter? Because peace, inner peace, priceless. Stoicism isn't just gritting teeth, surviving life's storms, building life so steady, intentional, storms can't shake anymore. Can't stop bad men existing. No law, wisdom clear all path. Can stop them living rent-free head, holding space heart where peace should be. Can choose step back, see clearly, protect self, not out fear, out self-respect. Stoics say, may not control world, do control mind. Master that, already won. I would love to hear about your journey and triumphs. Please hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave a comment below to share your story, your successes, and even the challenges you've overcome. If you're not sure what to comment, just write, I can do this, to show that you've completed this session. Your engagement helps this community grow toward wisdom and the art of turning every challenge into an opportunity. I'll leave 2 more videos here so you can continue learning and growing on your personal development journey. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.